we have to do more stringent measures, which we are announcing today, and it cannot just be business as usual. What do we hope to achieve from all this? We would like to see, when all of these measures are in place, fewer people out and about. We would like to see a reduction in social gatherings or any activity involving close contact that can be a potential vector for transmission of the virus. And so you see the measures that we are announcing today going beyond the previous advisory and guidelines. We are now requiring for all events to abide by the 250 persons rule. So anything beyond that should not be carried out at all. All large-scale gatherings have to be less than 250 people in size, and even then, they have to ensure adequate distance apart when the participants or the attendees of the event are seated. That's for events. Beyond events, we are also talking about schools. We have already announced some measures for schools, which MOE had highlighted yesterday. Workplaces, we are calling on all employers to get employees, their staff, to work on telecommuting and to work from home. So as a default option, all employers should seek to do that. If that's not possible, then the employees who have to come to office, put them on staggered hours, so they do not all come at the same time and leave at the same time, but there are different hours for which they can come and leave the office, and preferably not during the peak period for transport. So if we do that, there will be more people working from home, and we can also reduce the load on public transport. For public venues as well, we are going to enforce safe distancing across the board in entertainment venues, attractions, restaurants, F&B outlets, hawker centers, coffee shops, which means that people will have to be seated 1 meter apart. There will be restaurants where they may have to rearrange and reconfigure their tables in order to ensure adequate distance across their diners. We recognize that all this will have significant costs to our F&B operators who are already facing very difficult times during this crisis. But this is a necessary precaution which we have to put in place in order to ensure, to protect Singaporeans and to protect the people around us. So we have been working with all the F&B outlets in order to put these measures in place and ensure that whether it's a hawker center, a coffee shop, or a restaurant, there will be safe distance between diners. And through licensing, we will enforce this. Doing this doesn't mean that everyone has to eat at home and cook and eat at home. You can still go out and support your favorite hawker store or your favorite restaurant. But if the place is full, now because of more limited capacity, then tapao and buy takeaway and bring back to home to eat. Right? So, it doesn't mean you have to cook all the time. You can go out and still support our local businesses and buy food takeaway at home.